This woman was decapitated by her own husband. Oh, hello there, stranger. As part of my Walk for Refuge month, today I'm going to be telling you about the case of Tahira Ahmed. For your discretion, as always, is advised. Tahira Ahmed was 38 years old at the time of her passing. She was a married mother of 2 children and her kids were aged between 6 and 12. The family lived in Northolt, London. Tahira had been married to her husband, Naveed Ahmed, for around 14 years. He was a manager at a supermarket, but Tahira was limited with her employment prospects due to her health. She had Morquio syndrome, which is a rare degenerative condition that causes skeletal and mobility issues. Tahira was a full-time caregiver to her children, as many mothers are, and she looked after their household. Sadly for Tahira, it was a bad marriage and Naveed was abusive to her, both emotionally and physically. He was controlling and very strict around what he permitted his wife to do, who she was allowed to see, and that kind of thing. Naveed beat Tahira and police were called out to the couple's home on multiple occasions. Tahira often declined to press charges against her husband, and as we all know, there are many reasons why victims do this. It could be out of dependency on the abuser, fear of repercussion, distrust of the police. There are so many reasons. The judge in this case would later describe the couple's lifestyle by saying, quote, "She was physically disabled and you knew full well that she was dependent upon you for so much in her life. Instead of protecting and caring for her, you used that dependence to dominate, belittle, and eventually destroy her." They also said, quote, "It is clear that she lived in fear of you and that despite her suffering, her greatest concern was always for her children." The judge also described Tahira personally when addressing Naveed at sentencing. "A vulnerable woman, both physically and emotionally, who was subjected to years of bullying and controlling behaviour by you." And I think that gives us all a really clear picture of how Tahira was living her life. And that lifestyle and Naveed's behaviour would culminate in a brutal event on the evening of the 27th of May 2014 when an argument erupted in the family home. That argument would end with the barbaric taking of Tahira's life in the home her children were also inside of. Naveed ferociously beat Tahira with a metal table leg and then retrieved a 10-inch kitchen knife and attacked her with that. Tahira had defensive wounds, but she was already unable to defend herself from a violent attack, and Naveed knew that. His attack on Tahira was so forceful that both of her arms were broken. And when he was done beating and stabbing his disabled wife, Naveed used the knife to remove her head. Only a small piece of skin left it attached to her body. The attack was sustained and extremely brutal, and Tahira fought hard, but she lost that fight and died inside her own home and at the hands of the person that she was supposed to be able to trust to protect her. Naveed left the scene, but police were already on their way, having been alerted by the couple's neighbours. Naveed was found nearby. He was sweating and had blood-stained clothing. He confessed almost immediately, telling police, quote, "I have killed my wife." The children were immediately taken into the custody of the local authority until extended family could come and collect them. As far as I know, they did not witness anything and they did not see their mother. Naveed Ahmed initially denied some aspects of his horrific crime, but would eventually plead guilty to the murder of his wife before his trial was due to start. He was sentenced in January 2015 to life with a minimum term of 22 years. Rest in peace to Tahira Ahmed, and I hope her children are okay. As some of you may know, this October I'm dedicating all of my videos to victims of domestic abuse, and I'm walking 62 miles for the charity Refuge. This is to hopefully raise awareness and funds, and it's a fantastic cause, so if you can donate, the link to my fundraiser is in my bio, and if not, then maybe do all of the bits and bobs with this video and help me raise awareness instead. And as always, strangers, thanks for being here.